What the fuck is happening?
strange happenings at the Reliquary of Stars. They say books are flying of their own accord. Never trust alien ruins, I say.
The wisdom of the aliens is beyond us.
Oobity. Fuck. Sucker. Fuck. And my thresholds are set all weird now too. Bro. This can't. Hello. Check. Check, check. And my thresholds are all low? What the? What the fuck, dude? What the fuck, dude? Fuck do Yeah, there's no way that my threshold should be this low. It's the fuck. Testing. I don't understand. Fisting. 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 Everything is fisting. Shit. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Checking. Dude, I wish I knew what was going on with this fucking microphone. There's no way the game should be dropped that much, man. Testing. Testicles. Whatever, bro. Yeah, all the volumes fucking messed up. Testing. Chirkles. I should go up towards this other area. I should go up towards this other area. I should go up towards this other area. Checking. Go up through here. Alright. The mic should be perfect now, I think.
Oh, good. You have a letter for me. I never tire of the things.
Look at this guy.
You're certainly missing the meek spinelessness of a Dominion courier. You know the letter's contents, don't you? Why not tell me? And spare my eyes the strain.
The Khajiit seem unhappy about their lack of an embassy.
Unhappy? Well, that's one way to put it. More livid, I'd say. The problem is Queen Irene's promise of help. From what I've seen, she's not the type to shirk commitments. Yet almost a year later, and no Khajiit embassy.
What caused this delay?
Good question. You wish to serve the Comoran throne? You can start by asking Prince Naaman why his people aren't fulfilling their promises. He's the one who seems to have the entire Elden Tree lodged up his flue. I can say that. I'm the king.
Goodbye. Talk to the prince. Prince Dickhole.
Yes? Quickly now. Don't leave your mouth to hang agape.
I'll leave you again. King Cameron Eridan says that some problems with the Khajiit embassy.
That again? My sister, Queen Irene, foolishly committed to build the Khajiit an embassy months ago. Everything was to be handled through Ambassador Tarinwe at the Ultima Embassy.
So, there was this beer on sale for $5 for German Oktoberfest by Hacker Shore? 11.2 ounces, not even 12. See what this tastes like though, huh? Tastes like beer, hooray. Why has it been delayed?
Ask a stonemason. I have to prepare for the ratification ceremony before Queen Irene's arrival. I can't be troubled with such minor issues. If you care to pursue the matter, speak with Ambassador Tarinwe at the Ultima Embassy.
What's the ratification ceremony?
An archaic wood elf ritual. If she dances to their tune, Queen Irene will be recognized by the heavens as a worthy candidate for Emperor of Tamriel. Rubbish, if you ask me.
What's all, with all that's happening, why did Queen Aaron offer to build the Khajiit an embassy?
To promote harmony, she'd tell you. The same reason she picked this bizarre tree city as the Dominion's capital. She wants every member of the Dominion to feel as though they're equal.
Disagree with Queen Aaron's plans?
Oh, we need to be unified against our enemies, and having a high elf in charge is paramount to our success. But do we really need all this coddling? The ratification ceremony, the business with the embassy, more problems due to harmony.
Peace.
You're not one for waiting in lines, are you?
Oh. Let us out? Fuckers that got me focused.
Come out! Come out and talk to us.
I ain't got time for that shit.
I have no idea where the funds for these projects are going to come from, but it's my responsibility to find that funding. Perhaps I should reopen my family's salt mine.
Perhaps.
Do try to avoid any undue noise. I am studying the cultures of Valenwood to best ease our work in the region. Obviously, the Bosmer are primarily carnivores. This extends to their liquors, the majority of which are comprised of meat and mold.
Yum. Fucking delicious.
Whatever you intend to do while here, please refrain from interfering with my model. It has taken me ages to coerce him into catching the light as he has. Any interruption and he might throw a tantrum and storm off.
Whatever.
Excuse me. You are in my light. We are establishing a scene here. You are in...
Ugh.
I'm not entirely sure what's going on outside. I doubt it really matters in the grand scope of things. Peasants being peasants, I assume.
True.
I am doing my very best to reconcile the diverse culinary preferences of the Dominion. The Khajiit prefer their food with moon sugar, which doesn't respond well to the aging in wood elf meats. High elves, of course, prefer neither. Impossible.
always admired Sirabane. Someday, I hope to be so well known in Altmeri culture as that particular hero sorceress. It shall not, I expect, be through my diligent bookkeeping and efficient management skills that I become so well known.
Of course not. What do you mean?
I suppose a wanderer like you wouldn't know what busy looks like. I will demonstrate. Feel free to observe, quietly and from a distance.
Prince Neomon said I should speak with you.
Oh, forgive my manners. There's so
Yeah,
much to do in
bitch.
preparing for Queen Irene's ratification ceremony. Tempers fray, as I'm sure you can understand. But if Prince Naaman sent you, it must be important. What can I do for you?
Why isn't the Khajiit embassy constructed yet?
Why would Prince Naaman care about that? If they are too lazy to build their own embassy, can't they afford an inn?
Prince Naemon says it was your responsibility.
Well, of course, I ordered it done. I hired some wood elves to excavate the stone and set aside supplies for Khajiit to use. It isn't my fault if the locals couldn't do their jobs.
Where are the supplies?
Check our storeroom. The Khajiit didn't even bother to pick up the supplies. In the meantime, I'm off to locate Prince Naaman. If he didn't send you here with his blessing, I'll see you face Dominion justice.
Oh, shut up, winch. I'll do what I fucking
We'll
want.
see what Prince Naaman thinks of your impertinent questions.
Whatever, bitch.
Ridiculous, that. The gathering, I mean. Do they not realize that we are endeavoring to satisfy them? Their conflicting demands and ridiculous expectations of time. Time marches only as it will. Such is its mandate.
I mean, true. But everything's steel. I don't want to steal anything.
I ensure the reception and distribution of all Thalmor requisitioned goods here in Eldenroot. If you don't mind, I must be about the day's inspections.
Where's the fucking storeroom?
That's far enough. The storeroom is off limits. Ambassador Turin weighs orders.
Ambassador Taryn Way sent me to inspect the storeroom.
She did? That's different then. Show me her orders and I'll stand aside.
She didn't give me any orders.
Then I can't let you inside. Her instructions were very specific. No one gets in without her written permission. I'm to remain at my post until relieved. Except in an emergency.
What kind of emergency?
The Khajiits could riot. That would be bad. Very bad. Or a fire, of course. But the chances of that happening are slim.
Really need to get in that storeroom.
I'm here on the ambassador's orders. I can't leave my post unless there's an emergency.
How much would it cost for you to take a walk?
About that much.
About
that's
that
worth a
much.
5-minute stroll. Be about your business, citizen.
Blankets inside. Food sack is full of rotten meat, old bones, and spoiled grain. Eat him.
Where is the guard? And what are you doing here?
Dead. Something.
I'd expected you would solve problems at the embassy, not cause them. Do you realize what's happening out here? Oh, never mind. Explain what you were doing in that storeroom.
Bastard Tarnway told me to search the storeroom.
Why would she do that? Oh, never mind. Well, what did you find?
The supplies reserved for the Khajiit are useless.
Typical bureaucratic corruption. I expected better from the ambassador. No matter. Supplies can be replaced. What about the Khajiit embassy? Did she say why construction hasn't begun?
She said she hired a local crew to select stones from a nearby ruin.
What do you mean, collect stone?
Yeah,
That
she
should have
seems
happened months ago.
sketchy.
They should be ready to build it. I'll talk to the ambassador myself. Put the fear of the Dominion into her.
The ambassador said she was heading to look for you.
I'm surprised we didn't pass each other on the road. Get to those ruins and find that work crew. I want to know why they haven't done their jobs. I won't have Queen Iren's word impugned by someone else's incompetence.
Heard. Multiple cuts on the wood elf's body appear to have come from an axe. His hands are calloused, wears the simple clothing of a tradesman. The surface of the cart is covered in a layer of fine dust. It appears to have been hacked apart. Well, I want to kill Steve.
Saw you standing over the body of a dead wood elf. Nearly put an arrow in your throat. Good thing I recognize you.
Who are you and what are you doing here?
Azerith, Bindusk Ranger. We work directly for King Camoran Eredon. Saw you earlier in the throne room. The king had his suspicions about the missing work crew and asked me to look into it. Seems we both have a stake in this.
How much do you know about what's going on?
I know enough. Khajiit are owed an embassy. They're angry the High Elves are dragging their feet to build it. Seemed like politics until a dozen stonemasons vanished without a trace. The king sent me to find out why.
Why did the king send you?
Before the Dominion, King Camoran Eredon nearly lost a civil war. I came to see if the missing stonemasons were targeted by the Blacksap Rebellion. But Blacksap would have displayed the bodies, not left them as food for Horvor.
Then who did this?
The king suspects Ambassador Tarinway has been up to no good.
Oh, shit.
Little things, some of her associations. But he can't accuse his allies of undermining the whole alliance. So he sent me to deal with it.
Deal with it how?
Ambassador Tarinway used criminals to smuggle supplies. Never directly, but enough for us to notice. I'm not saying she had these stonemasons killed, but I'd like to ask her myself. Problem is, there's nothing we can do while she's in the Altmer embassy.
Master Terranway left the Altmere embassy earlier after I questioned her.
If she left the embassy, she knows someone's onto her. She'll go to ground, try to flee, have someone smuggle her out of Grotwood. We should probably stop her. Meet me by the middens at the base of the Elden Tree. I'll be there shortly.
Alright, I'll meet you there.
Ah, a fellow tribute player, yes?
No.
Hatchlings must learn to walk before they can swim.
Oh.
They call this place the Middens because it's where all the refuse ends up. We clear them out now and again, but they always come back. Necessary evil, I'm told.
Are you certain Ambassador Terranway isn't inside?
Spoke with someone I trust. She's definitely here. We should get moving. We're not far behind her.
What's the plan when we find her?
Capture her, bring her in for questioning. Find proof she's behind this so Prince Naaman doesn't explode with outrage. Never thought I'd hunt a High Elf ambassador.
What can we expect when we find in the...
Smugglers, skooma addicts, and more than a few criminals. They keep to themselves, but sometimes they band together to repel outsiders. Kind of like a filthier version of the Dominion.
How do you recommend we proceed?
Our goal is to find Ambassador Tarinway before she buys passage out of Grotwood. Staying in the shadows, avoiding unnecessary conflict, that's what I'd do. But there's a lot of ground to search. I'll follow your lead.
Alright.
I'm looking for my rug. I sent it to my son some time ago, and then I came to be here. I can't leave, but my rug can come to me.
This one wonders, if he is to eat these flowers, how sick will they make him?
Furnishing. I need to go to that one just to put stuff in there. Oblivion.
Please, let me go.
Itches.
Help me out, will you?
I see you down there living amid a fuse like that falls from the Elden Tree. You think you're invisible, or that you're helpless, or that you just aren't worth anything to anyone. That's where you're wrong. My friends, don't wallow in filth and obscurity when you can revel in the light of fame. A little ambition, a little toil, and a little blood is all it'll take for you to rise up out of the muck and become known to someone who is counted. With our fair city of Eldenroot now the capital of Eldmere Dominion, we will draw people all over town. They will marvel at the shadows of Balinwood and bathe in the great river to their heart's content. Then they will go forth. That, my friends, is where you come in. Make no mistake, the Dominion. No one cares. I will fucking...
Please, they might come into the tent at any moment. The only chance I have to get away while they aren't looking.
Who did this to you?
Bandits. Something about the land being theirs. As if land belongs to any of us. Please, I don't know anymore. I just want to get out of here.
Of course, I'll untie you.
Thank you. I'm getting out of here.
Sticky Claw Prowler.
The itching, it just won't stop.
Go to the doctor and have your crabs fixed.
Enjoy with me.
Ah, you tempt me. But this one's husband is with.
But you have no husband here, my lord. My friends and I will see you forget your troubles. What do you want?
I'll have what I'm having.
Fools? Fools? Take everything.
On the sights!
I have leveled up. I'm gonna get stamina all the way to 20. Swarm sounds. Cover.
I'll never feel right again.
Cool. Supremacist soldier. Ollies up. Yeah, volley doesn't do shit. That sure is. Won't do volley. Volley sucks. Fucking bows don't that bad though.
Prince Naaman sent someone to the embassy. We have to leave before we're discovered.
Prince Naaman? We had assurances. How can we make him our puppets if we can't control him? It's too late! For the heresy!
You're coming with me.
Yeah, bitch.
Why? Where are you taking me?
To King Camoran Eredon, where you'll answer for crimes against the Dominion.
He'll have me killed and served for dinner.
That's your problem.
Only if you're proven guilty. And if you are, none of us could stomach you. Now get moving. Good working with you. I'll take her from here. You should inform the king of the good news.
Do?
Hello.
Of course nobody down here recognizes me. It's been so long since they've been to Somerset, I expect they wouldn't. When Finaster finally comes to take me home, they'll see. They'll all see. And none of them will come with me.
Finally, something to eat.
The smell down here. It is so rancid. Sanobani does not know how much longer she can bear it.
another coin or two.
Do a poor elf a favor. Kill as many of the bastards who brought their filth in here as you can. They've beat us down, taken our things, and gotten some of us strung out on skooma. It's awful.
Skooma!
Yes?
Oh, people here.
When studying magic, one must simply accept that certain factors of magic...
Someone's dead.
Anything I can do for you?
And how would that work exactly? They'd skitter away. Don't believe everything you hear.
You've returned. What have you learned of the Khajiit embassy?
Ambassador Tarane conspired against the Dominion.
Oh, good. Nothing I enjoy more than talk of conspiracy. Did the ambassador have a manifesto? They usually have manifestos. No matter. I trust you resolved it.
I captured her.
Splendid. I'll allow you the honor of informing Prince Naaman. Why not tell him the duly selected High Elf ambassador was working against the very dominion she pledged to support? I'll sit in my throne and try not to gloat.
I heard what you told the king. Ambassador Tarinway a traitor? Disgraceful. Makes the rest of us look bad. But the Dominion owes you its thanks. As Queen Iren's representative in Eldenroot, the duty falls to me.
What will happen to her?
We'll interrogate Ambassador Tarinway until we know the extent of her treason. Then she'll die, as all traitors must. But no matter. Your efficiency in resolving this matter was commendable, and the Dominion rewards its servants.
Thank you.
Ambassador Tarinway's betrayal could not have been more absolute. She knew the details of the ratification ceremony, which puts Queen Iren at risk. It's my sister's own fault. She thought to appease the Sylvanar and the Main by agreeing to this foolish process.
What do you mean?
The ratification ceremony ends with the orrery, an ancient device beneath Eldenroot. It will divine Queen Iren's capacity to become Empress, or some such. But Ambassador Tarinway assisted in the preparations. I must assume she tried to sabotage the proceedings.
Will you cancel the ceremony?
Doing so would make Queen Iren look weak. No, we must proceed. You've proven your competence, so I'll ask you to speak with Meleras. He's an expert on the orrery and knows what must be done. Quite pleasant once you grow accustomed to the smell.
Alright, I'll speak to Meleras.
The preparations for this ratification ceremony seem endless, but I'm up to the task.
Why can't Queen Erin delay the ceremony?
She asked how she could prove herself their rightful leader. The Sylvanar suggested the orrery nonsense, and the Main agreed. Of course, neither will be present to see it, yet my sister is held to her pledge.
Why aren't they
How
here?
Unexpected. The Sylvanar is on some sort of pilgrimage. You think the spiritual incarnation of the Wood Elves could stick to a schedule? As for the Main, I cannot begin to understand the excuses of the Khajiit mystics. There will be no Main. This is all I know.
Will any of Queen Erin's allies witness the ceremony?
King Camoran Eredan. It's beneath his city, so there's no turning him away. And myself, of course.
I pity these high elves tramping about in their metal pants. Leather and cloth are so much finer, don't you think? Of course you do. Is there anything I can help you with?
What exactly does a clothier do?
We tan, weave, stitch, you name it. People in search of medium and light armor come to us. This requires fibers, leather, and a work table like those found in town. We also seek out style books and special ingredients for more advanced work.
I assume there's more to tanning and weaving?
Yes, of course. During the tailoring process, we can choose a special trait for the work. It takes research to discover these techniques, but it's well worth the effort. Reinforced buckles, intricate detail work, each brings a special benefit.
What else is involved?
Well, the piece can be improved even more through the use of tenons. These elements can enhance the value and quality of your work. Just be cautious. You risk ruining the piece if you're not careful. Improving on perfection is no mean feat.
A sword of quality should be capable of shearing through.
The working of steel is a walker's gift. After all, only steel is sharper than one's own claws, yes?
I'd like to learn more about blacksmithing.
We put hammer to anvil to forge armor and weapons. This requires a lot of metal. We scour hills and caves, looking for rare ores to work. Raw materials will only take you so far. You need style books and special ingredients for more.
Sure, there's a lot.
Work.
Learn?
You bet. A true blacksmith can read the metal to determine its potential. During the forging process, we can choose a trait that best fits the item, provided we've done our research. Additional sharpening, extra weight. These are just examples.
Is there more to it?
Well, the piece can be augmented even more through the use of tempers. These elements can enhance the value and quality of your work. Of course, no worthwhile endeavor comes without the... This one is sometimes
The Black Sap Rebellion out of Coremount and its leaders on trial. I never thought I'd see the day. Greetings.
You do not want to cross me.
Get yourself a drink, and one for me.
Tetris. It will mesmerize you. Tetris challenges the mind and puzzles the imagination. No other game can stack up to Tetris. Nintendo, now you're playing with power.
Ready. Aim. Punish. The Punisher for Nintendo. Explosive arcade action. State-of-the-art weaponry. Got the guts. The Punisher for Nintendo from LJN. Everything's a target. Even you.
Fresh from the sewer. And into your Nintendo Entertainment System comes Ultra's version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now you can take control of these heroes in a half shell as they nunchuck, swim, and bazooka blast their way through sewers and streets, ridding the world of rival robots, wretched ruffians, and the evil Foot Clan forever. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're out of the sewers and available where Ultra games are sold.
Ultra's improved your favorite arcade game. First, we added 2 new levels, then packed it with bigger, stronger enemies, and a ton of extra foot soldiers. Next, we punched up the action with knockout new attack moves and crime-fighting scenes like the Ninja Castle. If that doesn't swell your shell, we made one more small adjustment. Introducing the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game, today's biggest hit. For your NES. Free personal pan pizza coupon from Pizza Hut in every box.
Gentlemen, this is it. There's no room for second best. It's the Top Gun video game by Konami. You can punch Top Gun into your Nintendo Entertainment System and push your F-14 to the edge of the envelope. Line up bogeys, take your best shots, and after each mission, land your bird on the narrow deck of a Navy flat top. Top Gun, the video game. This is your dream shot. You can find Top Gun wherever great video games are sold.
Behold the works of Gabriel von Sanchez. His art was ambitious in its scope. His masterpiece was, of course, Dance of the Anarchists. Brilliant. Sanchez then began to play Ultima Exodus, the role-playing video game from FCI. It was a strange turn. Sanchez loved the game, and he spent less and less time in the studio. He was never the same. Consider Man with Dog.
Ultima Exodus for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Once you start playing, nothing else matters.
I'm the creator of Ultra games for Nintendo, like Metal Gear, where you're a commando searching for deadly weapons, defender of the crown, with strategic castle sieges and babes in distress, and skate or die in 5 rad events that pit you against a friend or bionic Lester. So check out Ultra games. Remember, I'm never farther than your TV.
Wish the Macho Man with the claims WrestleMania for the Nintendo Entertainment System. A leg drop, an elbow smash, a body slam!
WWF WrestleMania from Acclaim!
Ooh, yeah, I want a rematch!
Sexus. Bizarre alien life forms are out to destroy Earth, and you're the Star Warrior who takes them on. Zexus, with adventure, maze, and shooting stages, all in one video game. Zexus, Space Spectacular. Look for it today. By Hudson Soft. For Nintendo.
Master Higgins is back in Adventure Island 2. This time, he's not alone in his quest to save his beloved. Various prehistoric friends will help Higgins defeat his fiendish foes. Adventure Island 2, the premier action-adventure game. By Hudson Soft.
Word. What is the word? To the moon, Ellen! Man on the moon! Everybody trying to guess the word. I said a word. What is the word? A word.
Nintendo introduces Anticipation. It brings the board game into the video age.
You gotta have fun playing along. Word. Guess the word.
Anticipation. Now you're playing with power. Word power.
I'm playing the Back to the Future Nintendo game. I'm stuck in the past and I gotta get out. Quick, or we all fade away to nothing. Uh-oh, bully! clean it up, Mom. I promise. This takes perfect timing. Almost. Mom? Dad? This?
Back to the Future. It's almost like being in the movie. An interactive game from LJN.
You've been Back to the Future at the movies. Now go there on your NES. In Back to the Future 2 and 3, a double mission to save the future. LJN, Back to the Future 2 and 3. Get it while there's still time.
Bart! Go to bed!
Sure thing, Dad.
It's Bart versus the Space Mutants for your NES.
Rumba!
Only Bart Simpson can save the Earth.
Bart! Okay,
Get the Simpsons game for your NES from Acclaim.
Introducing Bases Loaded 2 second season. This is the Major League action you've been waiting for. So authentic, you have to manage your teams based on your player's condition. So real, it puts you right in the game. Oh, you're out!
He was out.
Bases Loaded 2 second season for the Nintendo Entertainment System. And now, take the excitement on the road with Bases Loaded for the Nintendo Game Boy from Jalico. Live action that never ends.
It's here. Batman, the video game. From Sunsoft. For the Nintendo Entertainment System. Let the battle begin.
Where'd you get your hands on Konami's new video game? Starring me, that Ray Junkeito. For the first time ever, Konami combines hand-to-hand combat with driving, shooting, and of course zapping. In one swamp stomping adventure.
The Adventures of Bayou Billy for Nintendo.
It all starts when I get out this here swamp. You really give me riled now.
Bigfoot, based on the national craze of monster trucks with wheels and suspensions big enough to literally drive over rows of cars and uncharted terrain. It's crunchin', munchin', crash and bash off-road action that's guaranteed to be one of the most exciting video games ever.
Cabal, the fiercest terror force of all. Think you can wipe out the world's toughest terrorists? Fools! They've got subs, choppers, jet fighters. Go it alone or get help. But if you fail, you'll end up like me. Cabal, for your Nintendo.
If you can keep on top of these California games, you'll know you're incredible. 6 great fun-in-the-sun games for your Nintendo. Roller skating, foot bag, totally awesome skateboarding. BMX racing, so exciting. Oh, it's like the real deal. Master all 6. You'll be like king of the beach. California games for your Nintendo.
Hello and welcome to the Caveman Games. Let's go down to the mate toss. Grub spinning his mate. Thrower! Nice bounce, Crudla. Sounds like it's time for clubbing. There's the finger fake. Yes! Sucker! Now for the dino ball. Eat him! Eat him! No post-game interview there.
Caveman Games for the Nintendo Entertainment System. You get bitten, you get eaten.
Crystallis, new from SNK. For play on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Are you up to the challenge?
Double Dragon 2, The Revenge, for your Nintendo Entertainment System. The best action game ever from Acclaim.
Double Dragon 3, the ultimate in NES martial arts action continues with all new weapons, characters, and street fighting moves against the world's most awesome villains. Double Dragon 3 from Acclaim. The action keeps coming.
challenging quest ever awaits. Go with speed, but go with patience. Seek out an arsenal, a dragon scale, a torch, and magic herbs. Use wisdom and cunning to choose thy commands, for the Dragon Lord is a fierce rival. Horrible and treacherous minions all guard the evil one's island huts. Art thou ready, young one?
Yes, King Lord.
And so begins a new epic, Dragon Warrior.
Nintendo, now you're playing.
We invited an expert team to our laboratory to give us their opinions of Disney's DuckTales video game from Capcom.
Yes. Awesome.
You'll have exciting adventures helping Scrooge McDuck escape danger and become the richest duck in the world.
Cool. Totally hot. Way radical, man. Excellent. It's a quacker. Oh.
Disney's DuckTales game for your Nintendo Entertainment System by Capcom.
This is one tough video game. Fester's Quest is one tough video game with sinister mazes, deadly traps, hideous monsters, and spooky graphics. But if you make just one mistake, you start all over again. Fester's Quest, the video game from Sunsoft for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Are you good enough?
Yo, video game dudes, talk to me! This is Game Genie, Brokaloo, the awesome video game enhancer for your Nintendo Entertainment System. Attach it to most of your video games. Double Dragon 3 or Super Mario Bros. 3. You can go to any level. Live forever. Jump higher. Make your own effects. And get radical firepower. Go to any level. Jump higher. Stay bigger. Live forever. Game Genie, the radical video game enhancer.
How can you get all the thrills of Gauntlet 2 to your very own home? Simple. Just pick up the new NES version, Gauntlet 2, with all the graphics, sound, and features of the arcade original.
Welcome, Red Warrior.
From Mindscape. And coming soon, Dirty Harry.
Something exciting is coming to video games. Gremlins 2, the new batch, the video game from Sunsoft. Help Gizmo battle the menacing gremlins. But it won't be easy. Because this game has awesome graphics that seem to come alive on the screen. Gremlins 2, the new batch from Sunsoft. Don't say we didn't warn you.
Come on! Almost. Finally, yeah!
Triumph is ours!
Heroes!
But the battle of wizards and warriors continues with Iron Sword. The evil wizard Malkill will take the shape of the earth, wind, water, and fire. Farewell! The fate of the world is in your hands! Back, Fire Beast!
Live the saga of Iron Sword on your Nintendo Entertainment System from Acclaim.
Kuros?
It's awesome action. Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. A video game that'll blow you away. Fight your way through 5 fantastic levels. Using killer flips and kick spins. The action's so hot, it'll make your fingers burn. Look for it today, Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu by Hudson Soft.
The challenge is ice hockey. The power is Nintendo. It's as slick as ice, as fast as fury. Throw in your shoulder, dig in your blade, blast it in, or be blown away. Ice hockey. Now you're playing with power.
If you think you've played in-your-face basketball before, wait until you shoot some hoops from Jalico. You'll run and gun, jam and slam in the fastest schoolyard game in town. Here's action so real, you'll see it come to life right before your eyes. Hoops, and for exciting baseball, swing for the fences with bases loaded, both for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Live action that never ends.
So I'm flying around the planet Mexamorph, minding my own business when this flexi snake gets on my tail. I say, hey, buddy, I'm just trying to do a job here. Next thing I know, he slams my pod into a piston bumper, and I'm toast. Now I gotta fly this jetpack to the mothership and get a new pod. Then I gotta keep searching for this golden warp ship thing scattered over like 12 planets. Give me a break. What kind of sicko thought this game up? I gotta go.
Solar Jetman, new from Trade West. No one said it was going to be easy. Game Mastery lands one hot TV license after another. Knight Rider. Driving games are hot, and now players can take control of KIT, the computer rocket-equipped supercar, in a burst of non-stop action. Want more acclaim power?
Get ready to rumble with George Foreman Knockout Boxing on NES, Super NES, Game Boy, and Game Gear. Hard-hitting action so real, it'll knock you out.
I've heard kids talking about Konami video games from the Nintendo Entertainment System like they were real. Come on. I mean, the action in Konami's Russian Attack is awesome. And those dudes in Castlevania are pretty intense. And I'll even admit that the sound in Konami games is jamming. But realistic? Give me a break.
Konami video games so real, they'll blow you away.
You left him for dead in Konami's Castlevania. How foolish to presume he'd perish without leaving a curse. For now, in Simon's quest for Nintendo, fate stalks your very being, and you'll need more than clues from cowardly villagers to survive when day turns into night. But just keep telling yourself it's only a video game. It's only a... Huh?
Right from the start, Konami Sports for Nintendo break away from the crowd. Test your skill and stamina in track and field 2's 15 grueling events, including taekwondo, skeet shooting, and canoeing. Then strap on your skates for Blades of Steel, the hottest game on ice. It's full high-contact hockey, where you're in control right down to the fights. Konami Sports, from the makers of Double Dribble. Konami, wherever great games are sold.
Greetings, it is I, Red Falcon, the vile alien warlord from Konami Super C for Nintendo. He never made it past my intergalactic goon squad and diabolic arsenal of destruction. This one never had a chance against my vicious genetic space freaks. And they were no match for my invincible 8th-level invasion. See how far you can get in Super C. You never know where you might end up.
Who's Kirby? Behind the flabby facade, a physical powerhouse. A street fighter. A weapons expert. He's whatever the situation demands. In Kirby's Adventure, evil King Dede's stolen Dreamland's dreams. Now Kirby's fighting to get them back. Level by nightmarish level. That's Kirby. He's cute. Till you cross him, then he's one tough cream puff. Kirby's Adventure, new on NES.
The Golden Joystick Award! The most unsportsmanlike conduct on Game Boy. Bart versus the Juggernaut! The best superhero performance on NES. Bartman meets Radioactive Man! The best performance on SNES. Oops! Bart's Nightmare! I don't believe it! Why, you little...
Look for a winning Simpsons video game for every system.
Don't forget Krusty's Funhouse! Look at my touch, man. It's winning.
Oh.
Rats are invading Krusty's Funhouse on NES, SNES, and Genesis. Lead the varmints into traps and crusterize the little stinkers with help from Trapmaster Bart.
The legend of Zelda continues. Defeat your enemies, save the kingdom. Some will help you, others will betray you.
To a knife. I can get magic.
I cannot help you. Zelda! Use your sword.
Find the crystals.
Rescue the princess.
Zelda! Zelda!
Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, only from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
Watch Zelda become a legend on your Nintendo Entertainment System.
Zelda! Up the rocks!
Which way you go?
Good times!
Hey, Pinhead! Reverse! Zelda! Zelda! Zelda!
The Legend of Zelda. A never-ending adventure new for your Nintendo Entertainment System.
Zelda!
When you're ready for a real challenge, you're ready for Marble Madness. There are deadly steelies, marble munchers, acid pools, digital waves, vacuum cleaners, catapults, pistons, pounding hammers, killer birds, and they're all after you. Do you have what it takes to reach the silly maze where everything's upside down, or the ultimate maze where even the maze moves? Do you have what it takes, or will Marble Madness make you lose your marbles? Marble Madness. And coming soon, Jordan versus Bird, one-on-one for your Nintendo.
Candy is trapped in a dream world by her own dolls. A video game fantasy with 20 areas, 200 levels, even a two-player mode. Will you reach Candy before something else does? Mendel Palace by Hudson Soft for Nintendo.
The challenge is Metroid. The power is Nintendo. Defend the planet Cephas against the evil Mother Brain. It's survival or destruction. Do battle or die. Metroid only from Nintendo.
You are playing with power.
Punch-Out by Nintendo. 11 world-class contenders. Take them down with your controller, beat them all, and you've got a shot at Tyson's title.
Power.
But for that, you've got to beat Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
On September 19th, we gave Ari Petrikowski a new piano teaching system.
Oh yeah, I messed up. Bum, 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 bum. People think I'm weird, but I don't know why.
1 month later, he performed a miracle. The Miracle, the revolutionary piano teaching system.
What will the future bring from Nintendo? More hits like Super Mario Brothers. Arcade hits like Kung Fu. Nintendo has the most video game hits. Hogan's Alley, Duck Hunt, and more like baseball and Excite Bike. And you can play them only on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power.
What's it like to play the Nintendo Entertainment System? Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power.
Will you be the one to witness the birth of the incredible Nintendo Entertainment System? The one to play with Rob, the extraordinary video robot, batteries not included. He helps you tackle even the toughest challenge. Will you be the first to raise the incredibly accurate Zapper and play games like Duck Hunt or action-packed Hogan's Alley and high-flying Kung Fu, each sold separately? Will you be the one to experience the Nintendo Entertainment System? Comes with Rob, Zapper, Control Deck, 2 controllers, Gyromite, and Duck Hunt.
1 Zulu Niner pre-flight check.
Roger, Tower.
Turbo A.
That's a go.
Turbo B.
Set.
Cycloid control.
A-OK.
Rapid fire.
All right, let's fire it up.
The NES Max, only from Nintendo.
Get the power! Nintendo power! Get the clues that you can use. Nintendo power!
Get Nintendo Power 12 times a year. 6 great issues plus 6 free strategy guides on a hot new game. That's twice the power for still $15. Wow, go now.
Get the power! Nintendo power!
Warning, such behavior is irresponsible, immature, and very foolish. We recommend you try it at home. Paperboy from Mindscape for your Nintendo Entertainment System.
The Power Glove for your NES. Now you and the games are one. Everything else is child's play.
You better get ready for the most challenging Nintendo system ever.
Ready? Let's do it.
The new Power Pad. It's only available in Nintendo's new Power Set. Now you're playing with body power. You gotta run, jump, faster, higher. The Nintendo Power Pad puts you in total control. You are the game. You are the power. Now you're playing with power, body power. You get the Power Pad, Control Deck, Zapper, and 3 games only in Nintendo's exciting new Power Set.
Play Rad Racer. Play with power. It's turbo speed in 3D. It's treacherous tracks, hot cars, hairpin turns. One mistake and you'll roll. Rad Racer, only from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
When you really want to get into the game, get Tengen RBI Baseball. The only video game licensed by the Major League Baseball Players Association for your Nintendo. It's you and the pros. For Roger Clemens Jr. Flash Vince Coleman the steal sign. Let Gibson swing for the fences. It's going, go! RBI Baseball. The one the pros pitch. When you get hold of the Nintendo Entertainment System. When you master Rob the video robot and meet the challenge of Gyromite. When you shoot the light-sensing zapper. When you play the system with the most arcade hits, you're playing with power. The Nintendo Entertainment System. Now you're playing with power.
Arcade Arsenal. RoboCop and Bad Dudes for Nintendo. Your move, creep. Part man, part machine. All game. RoboCop. Stay out of trouble. Bad Dudes. The forces of good have never been so bad. If you're bad enough, then you're good enough for Bad Dudes and RoboCop for Nintendo.
Blast off with the Rocketeer against Neville Sinclair, the enemy agent, and his henchmen. This game for your Nintendo Entertainment System provides the kind of action the Rocketeer lives for. Blasting Sinclair's thugs, snipers, booby traps, enemy flyers, and heavy artillery. The battle will lead to many places, from the Bulldog Cafe to a Zeppelin high in the Hollywood skies. So don't wait. Propel yourself into high adventure. The video game from Bandai. In Silent Service, the submarine simulation video game from Ultra. First, you gotta find them. Then, if you're up to the challenge, you've gotta get them in range. And if you're good enough, you'll put them on the ocean floor and live to tell about it. Find them, chase them, sink them in Ultra's Silent Service, the submarine simulation for Nintendo that puts you in command.
Conquered Super Mario Bros. 3, beaten Ninja Gaiden 2, trounced Tetris. Now you must face the greatest challenge, Solstice. Solstice, the final test of the Game Master. Solstice by ImageSoft at all Toys R Us.
It's Marvel Comics' Amazing Spider-Man like you've never seen him before. In 4 action-packed video games. Spider-Man comes to the NES in Revenge of the Sinister Six. Dr. Octopus has assembled Electro, Mysterio, Hobgoblin, and more. Only you can disarm his evil plan to rule the world. For portable web-swinging action, it's Spider-Man 2 for Game Boy and Spider-Man for Game Gear.
You'll need your spider sense when you take on supervillains Venom and Carnage. Get ready as Marvel Comics' Dream Team bursts onto Super Nintendo in Spider-Man and the X-Men in Arcade's Revenge. It'll take all your mutant powers, Spidey's webs, Wolverine's adamantium claws, Cyclops' optic glass, Storm's lightning, and Gambit's exploding cards to foil Arcade's diabolical plot. Marvel Comics' Amazing Spider-Man on NES, Game Boy, Game Gear, and now Super Nintendo. If this is too much action for you, take it up with this guy.
The USS Enterprise is yours to command in Star Trek: The Next Generation. Captain Jean-Luc Picard welcomes you, a top-rated cadet at Starfleet Academy, to the most intense training session you'll ever experience, the Advanced Holodeck Tutorial. The Holodeck's computer simulations put you at the helm of the Galaxy-class starship Enterprise. All of its power and crew await your orders. You'll embark on a series of missions assigned by the captain, but only you can make the life-or-death decisions required of a Starfleet officer. So test your split-second decision-making skills and push your Starfleet training abilities to the limit with Star Trek: The Next Generation on Game Boy and the NES.
Okay, so I gotta rescue my uncle, but I'm not too sure how to find him, so I go to this island, right? First I gotta talk to the chief, and then I gotta get some clues from a parrot, and then I'm helping these dolphins, and all the time I'm sticking through graveyards and shooting zombies and blasting monsters. And then my sub cracks up on the rocks, and then the next thing I know I'm cruising inside a whale. Whoa! Oh, new game for Nintendo, man! Star Tropics! Every chapter's like another adventure, so it's like a whole slew of games in one. What's the matter with you?
Super Mario 1, 2, and 3. There's power in numbers. Nintendo, now you're playing with power. Each game.
Super Mario is back. He's blasting through worlds where no one has ever been. He's taking on enemies no one else dares. This time Mario pops up power wherever he goes, so he's bigger and badder than ever before. You've never seen creatures like these. You've never had an adventure like this. It's everything you've dreamed of and worlds more. It's Super Mario 2, only from Nintendo. Now you're playing with power.
Gentlemen, start your engine! If you're looking for a crash course in excitement, welcome to Super Sprint for playing your Nintendo. Going cars, slingshots in the lead. Watch out! Someone's blown an oil pan! The yellow fellow's in a world apart. He's out of control! The leader's just raised the stakes. He's at a turbo! Oh, what a finish! Super Sprint, only from Tengen. It's not for Sunday drivers, okay? Available at Farmore and the Electronics Boutique.
Tonight, instead of just playing a video game, live it. Swords and Serpents takes you to a new world where you become one of a band of super warriors. Do you enter the dungeon, choose your weapon, or forge ahead? The battle is at hand. You must gain experience and power by defeating the evils of the dark. Danger lurks in the dungeon, but so do the rewards. Enter Claim's World of Swords and Serpents on your NES, if you dare.
It's up to you. You've got to blast your way deep into enemy territory. Sky Shark, the incredible arcade hit, now available for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Sky Shark from Taito, the only game in town. Available where your favorite video games are sold.
Like a ghost in the moonlight,
the ninja warrior stalks his prey. Unseen, unheard, and unnoticed. Mission accomplished. The final battle begins. Ninja Gaiden for Nintendo from Tecmo. Coming soon, more hard-to-beat action. Tecmo Bad News Baseball.
Please don't mind Prince Naaman. Ambassador Turinwe's betrayal is a shock to us all. But no matter, the orrery must work flawlessly for the Queen. That's what we will ensure.
What do you know of the orrery?
Enough to be of service. The orrery hasn't functioned as intended for ages. We planned to use some rather delicate magic to trick it into operation. But if Prince Naaman believes there was sabotage, we must look to an alternative method.
Sort of alternative.
Why, we'll look to the past. According to legend, the orrery required a skilled operator, an alien source of power, and a divine spark before it would function. Without all three, it won't do anything but spin. Quite pretty, but not very useful.
Explain what do you mean by a divine spark?
I've researched this a bit. Really, you need to be in 3 places at once. Simple, right? But the Fallen Esti Winter site is rumored to hold a relic of the Khajiiti thief god. For our purposes, Radchin's mantle will serve as the divine spark, if it's truly there, of course.
Who can operate the orrery?
Conservator Darina maintains the orrery and has studied the alien monitoring rituals. Unfortunately, she was called away to South Point for a personal matter. If you can locate her and convince her to return, we'll have our operator.
Where can I find an alien source of power?
The Heart of a Numeral originally brought life to the orrery, according to the texts. It long ago went missing, but a member of the local Mages Guild named Larinalda theorizes it's in a local alien ruin. She's currently at the Reliquary of Stars, seeking the Heart of a Numeral.
Alright, that's all I need to know.
Wonderful! Have anything you find sent directly to the orrery. Once everything is in place, we can begin the ratification ceremony. And do refrain from referring to Conservator Darineth as a missing element. mostly the same. Essentially, you can eat anything you could before, just not anything that talks.
Really? Well, that's a relief. I don't think I did that very much anyway. Too troublesome.
Greetings.
So much to report, I don't know where to start.
Conjugation again. Why can't I figure this out? Take pride in your work, I always say.
Hail.
Hail.
Greetings. Hail.
A fellow seeker of knowledge. I can tell by the glint in your eye. The Reliquary of Stars is a marvelous find, is it not?
What interesting about the ruin?
Why, it recently came alive, though perhaps awake is the more appropriate word. One of my fellow Mages Guild scholars leads the excavation if you care to learn more. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Lara Nalda or her assistants in quite some time.
Does that concern you?
Suppose it's a bit troubling. Say, would you happen to be headed into the ruins? I have this report to finish, but if you could check on Lara Nalda, it'd set my mind at ease.
I'll look for her.
I'd love to chat more, but I really must finish this report. My fellows in the Elden Root Mages Guild are chomping at the bit to learn more of our findings.
Have you heard something called the Heart of Tamriel?
Yes, of course. Every dabbler in proto-alien literature knows. Many believe it's a metaphorical contrivance, but Lara Nalda thinks it's located in the walls of this ruin. If she wants to end such a promising career, more funding for the rest of us.
What do you mean?
Ooh, I'm sure she can explain her ridiculous theories better than I.
Yes, I would like to go talk to her.
I could use a break. If you're trying to sneak up on me, you have some competition. These flying books can be maddeningly silent when they want to be.
Flying books sneak up on you?
Sometimes in pairs. They slam shut on your ear tips, then flutter off. It seems half the library has tormented us since we tripped the wards. I've been trying to settle things down, but it's slow going without my assistance.
Where are your assistants?
Tedrini headed to explore the Flesh Gardens. Once the wards broke, I sent Bahilir to fetch him. Neither returned. Mages Guild protocol says I should remain in place until aid arrives. I'm hoping that's you.
I'll find your assistants.
Do be careful out there. These books are harmless enough, but they aren't the only things flitting about in the dark.
What do you mean?
Everything was quiet when we arrived, but bones and other refuse littered the halls. With the wards broken, it wouldn't surprise me if more than books are moving about.
Why did the Mages Guild come to the Reliquary of Stars?
The secrets in the Reliquary of Stars were long ago uncovered, save one. Incredible amounts of magicka coursed through its walls, even when the ruins remained dormant. Until recently, this was thought to be a peculiarity of its construction.
What changed?
It all goes back to Tamriel, one of the greatest Ayleid architects of the First Era. He built the Great Seal of Bellerata and the orrery at Eldenroot. Then recently, we uncovered proof that he constructed the archives in the Reliquary of Stars.
What's so interesting about that?
Tamriel put his heart into his work. Literally, if the stories have the right of it. It powered the orrery at Eldenroot until it was lost. That's the source of power here, you see? It's what we hope to recover. Think of the potential applications.
I'm looking for the heart of it.
Are you, then? The Magus Guild petitioned the court of King Camoran Eridan for months before we were allowed to excavate. And now you hope to waltz through and collect the heart of a numeral for yourself? Why would you possibly need it?
Queen Era needs it for her ratification ceremony.
Oh, I suppose that's a good enough reason. We've scoured the ruins from top to bottom and haven't seen so much as a glimmer. But if we do find it, the Mages Guild would be more than happy to aid Queen Irene. The secrets in it all... A numeral put his heart...
Need to find that. Suppose we're going in, aren't we? The Flesh Garden.
Another petitioner, so soon after the other. If it would hold still, I could capture its likeness. So many fleshlings running through the halls. Such obstreperous creatures. You seem a fine specimen. I don't think I have one of your kind in my garden.
Looking for a Tedrony.
Oh, and it speaks. I just finished a Tedrony. Some of my finest work between you and me. Though you couldn't possibly appreciate the detail.
How do I get him out of your garden?
Why, you need to entertain me. There are a variety of chests throughout the gardens. I placed your friend's soul in one of them. See if you find it before my posing retinue tears you to pieces.
You a ghost?
Hardly. My masters found there were certain difficulties in allowing me to roam this place unfettered. So they split me from my body. In this form I can go where I please, but I can't touch anything directly. It's quite upsetting.
What are you exactly?
The caretaker. I preserve everything against the ravages of time. Scrolls and books are easy. But the aliens themselves, they resisted at first, but they saw things my way in time. Have a look around you.
These statues are aelids.
They used to be. Turning a body to stone is easy. The trick is keeping the mind intact. If they hadn't settled into place so many years ago, I'd introduce you to my former masters. Hardly my masters.
that it? There it is.
You perfidious slime! You'll rule the... What? You're not... And I'm... What happened?
Ukazai turned you into a statue.
Ukezi. Why does that name sound familiar? Perhaps... No, I've lost it. Wait, where is Larinalda?
Is at your camp. She sent me to find you.
Good. That's good. Then it hasn't been too long. I really should head back, get my bearings. Don't worry about me. I know the way back.
Belier is still missing.
Wasn't he back at the camp? I suppose Larinalda would know where he's off to. Always getting lost, that one.
Good job. What are you doing? I can't stand it no longer. Though I rebuked you, my heart yearns for your touch. To utter such words aloud is sacrilege. I put these words down in hope to find them. Find my second page. Find the mate.
Blasted Zarxus. I know I shouldn't have... Oh, another one. Hello? You aren't an illusion, are you?
No, Laurent sent me to find you.
Thank the stars. You have to get me out of here. It seems I set off an ancient trap, but I think I've determined how those strange lights channel their energy, and how to turn it against them.
How do you expect to do that?
Once trapped, strange creatures covered in eyes and tentacles descended from above. They reinforced the sconces with foul magic from their largest eyes. Those eyes are key. Extract one and use it to refocus the lights. It should break the binding.
What sort of creatures are they?
I don't know. Daedra, I expect? The horrors of Oblivion aren't my specialty. You'll know those floating beasts if you see them. They have many tentacles and seem quite nimble, like netches but covered in eyeballs.
Oh god. Fucking Eye of the Beholders. Fucking watch. Fire a watcher.
Blasted Zarxus. I know I shouldn't have... Oh, another one? Oh, my arms. I thought they were going to fall off. I'm glad the eyeball was worth it. So good when a theory works in practice, you know?
Weren't even certain it'd work?
I was certain it was a good theory. All part of the scholarly process, my friend. But never mind that. I should thank you for your timely rescue. I'll head back to our camp. I cannot wait to tell Rinaldo what happened here.
You hold my lock of hair, yet you are not him. Why follow the words of another? Do you bring me a message from him? Is he delayed?
No, your lover is long dead.
Oh no. I hoped we would join together in one last embrace, before triggering our death with my voice. But I whispered his name aloud as I waited. Was that enough to collapse the stones? I should go now.
Fuck.
Good. Everyone back in one place. I was beginning to worry. And not a moment too soon. I managed to subdue one of the tomes. It's proven most enlightening. The Reliquary of Stars was created to preserve knowledge. This we already knew. But the book speaks of a deeper level, closed off from the rest of the ruin. I suspected the Heart of Numeral was hidden somewhere in the ruin, and now I know where.
Where is it?
If this description is accurate, the entrance lies somewhere in the Hall of Might. But there's something else. Would you come with me? Thank you. Tedrini has behaved quite erratically since his return.
Where's that fucking thing to open? Straight up just thought I had something though. So confused.
When you went searching for my assistance, did you see anyone else? Anyone intelligent, I mean. Spectres don't count.
Daedra named Lucas.
Damn. That's what I was afraid of. The book mentions her specifically, some sort of caretaker. Her specialty was... well, there's no easy way around it. She controlled the minds of others. It seems even the Aeliads feared her.
You think she's controlling your assistants?
Maybe. Tedrini hasn't been the same since he returned. He's normally so enthusiastic about his studies, but he's withdrawn into himself. It's downright unsettling watching him suffer like this.
What do you think about it?
I'd like to run some simple tests for signs of Daedric.
Yo!
While
This
I
wasn't
do
a game I
so,
was
would you bring
expecting.
Bahelin
What's
with you
up,
to search the
Cisco?
Hall of Might? I suspect the heart of Enumera lays within its walls. Wonderful. If this tome is correct, there's a passageway hidden in the library. I'm sure you and Bahelir will find it.
It's fun once in a while.
I heard my name. What do you need?
Bahelir, our friend needs your help in the Hall of Might.
The Hall of Might? So you think we found it? Oh, exhilarating! Lead away, my friend.
All of my... Die, creatures.
Where are they coming from?
Insects suck too. It's all about 1, 3, and the bash, whatever. Sit down, motherfucker.
Foul creature! Away with you! You make it look so easy! This looks promising. Let's start searching. Must be around here somewhere.
Check all the books.
Over here! There's a draft coming from this bookcase!
Bookcase is protected by an ancient grate. Having some of the empty location.
The heart of a numerial. I never thought I'd hold it.
In my own two hands. Well, puppet hands count as my hands. The power. It's exquisite. And I have you to thank. And now, I really must take this Bayhelia puppet for a stroll. Let's see how fast it can run.
Bitch, you better stop.
Once I have my body back, the mortals will suffer. I'll make them whole. I don't have time for this. This really is too easy.
Baelia, what are you doing?
Where's she at?
What happened? Why did Bayhelia sound so strange?
Uzuki controls him. She has the heart of an Emerald.
Bayhelia suggested Tadrini was under her control. A ruse, and one I should have seen. But if Ukezi has the heart of an Umaril, she can use it to restore her spirit to her body. We have to get it back.
You see where she went?
Through the door. We've never been able to open it, and I don't know where it leads. Quickly, after her. I'll attempt to restore the wards here, should you fail. We can't allow a Daedra to wreak havoc with the heart of a Umaril.
Heard. Big old place.
And with one final shift. Yes, I can feel it.
Alright.
Where is that ugly thing? You? Again? What's happening? Try harder than that. You think me defeat you so easily?
That's it, bitch. That's it. Just like.
You! I hadn't thought you'd make it out alive. Ukezi must have been formidable alone. With the heart of a numeral in her hands, I can hardly imagine. You do have it, don't you?
Have it.
Wonderful. When all the flying books fell, I knew it had left the ruins. I'll return it to the Elden Root Mages Guild, per our agreement with the king. We won't need to worry about Daedra finding it there.
King Cameron Eredon needs it directly brought to the orrery.
Very well. So they're really going through with it, are they? I'd pay my weight in gold to see the orrery working. I'll personally ensure it reaches there without further trouble, don't you fear.
What will you do now?
After I return it to the orrery, perhaps I can research its properties once the ceremony is complete. If the Queen allows, of course. I'm not one to...
Oh, you two-handed piece of shit. You remember playing the Morrowind part of this? I wanted to try it. I played, obviously, a ton of Skyrim and Oblivion. And it's been alright. Like, with all MMOs, I tend to just straight up ignore the fact it's an MMO and play it like any other RPG I'd play. I don't go on raids. I don't do any of that. Super delayed. Yeah, my shit's been all fucked up. I haven't really felt like fixing it. I've been more focused on the music shit, but I wanted to take a break and play this tonight. It is now 2 o'clock though, so I'm gonna take my chest to bed. We might stream a little more than I have been. We may not. I don't know. Life's fucking busy.